India's Air Force has leapfrogged China to become the third most powerful air force in the world, according to the World Directory of Modern Military Aircraft. The United States remains at number 1, with Russia holding the second spot. India now sits just ahead of China in the ranking. The WDMMA uses a special metric called True Val Rating, or TVR, to measure the true strength of air forces. This rating does not simply count the number of aircraft a country has. Instead, it considers several important factors. It looks at the modernization of the fleet, combat readiness, logistical support, and how balanced the air force is. It also considers the experience of pilots, the mix of aircraft types, and even the local aerospace industry. In the 2025 ranking, the United States Air Force scored 242.9 in TVR, while Russia scored 114.2. India's Air Force achieved 69.4, just ahead of China, which scored 63.8. India has a total of 1,716 active aircraft, of which nearly 32% are fighters, 29% are helicopters, and about 22% are training aircraft. This mix makes the Air Force very balanced, giving it the ability to fight, defend, and train effectively at the same time. China, by comparison, has a higher proportion of fighters and fewer helicopters and trainers, making its fleet more focused but less versatile. The Indian Air Force operates a variety of aircraft, combining modern imported jets with indigenous designs. The Rafale fighter jet is one of the most advanced aircraft in the Indian Air Force. Built by France's Dassault Aviation, it is called a multi-role jet because it can perform several missions like air-to-air combat, deep strikes, reconnaissance, and even nuclear delivery. It carries long-range Meteor missiles that can hit targets beyond 150 kilometers and Scalp cruise missiles that can destroy heavily protected targets on the ground. Its radar and electronic warfare system allow it to detect enemies first and avoid detection itself. The Sukhoi SU-30 MKI is the backbone of the IAF. Co-developed by Russia and India, this twin-engine fighter can operate in all weather conditions and can fly long distances without refueling. It is armed with precision bombs and missiles, including the deadly BrahMos supersonic missile in a modified version. India has over 250 Su-30 MKIs in service. Tejas is India's own light combat aircraft, designed and built by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and the Aeronautical Development Agency. It represents India's growing ability to design its own advanced jets. Made from composite materials, Tejas is lightweight, agile, and equipped with digital flight controls. It can fire modern air-to-air and air-to-surface missiles. The upgraded versions, LCA Mk1A and Mk2, will be even more capable. The smart anti-airfield weapon is a precision glide bomb developed by DRDO. It can be launched from aircrafts like the Jaguar or Sukhoi Su-30 MKI to destroy enemy airfields, bunkers, and runways from a distance of up to 100 kilometers. Because it can glide, the aircraft does not need to fly close to enemy defenses, making the weapon both safe and deadly. The Akash is India's indigenously built surface-to-air missile system. It protects important areas and military bases from enemy aircrafts and drones. Each Akash battery can engage multiple targets at a time within a range of 25 to 30 kilometers. The system is mounted on vehicles, making it mobile and easy to deploy quickly. The upgraded version, Akash NG, can target threats at longer distances and with greater precision. Developed by DRDO, the Gaurav is a long-range precision glide bomb that can strike ground targets over 100 kilometers away. Unlike a missile, it does not use an engine. It glides towards the target after release. This makes it harder to detect. Gaurav is especially useful for hitting enemy infrastructure without crossing the border, allowing Indian pilots to stay safe while still delivering heavy blows. The Rudram family of missiles, also developed by DRDO, is designed to target enemy radars and electronic systems. These are called anti-radiation missiles because they home in on the radio signals emitted by enemy radars. Once fired, Rudram can destroy communication centers or air defense networks, effectively blinding the enemy before an attack. Pralay is a tactical ballistic missile capable of carrying heavy warheads to distances between 150 and 500 kilometers. It travels at high speeds and can maneuver in flight, making it very difficult to intercept. Pralay gives Indian military an option for quick and precise strikes on high-value enemy targets, such as command posts or missile sites. It bridges the gap between long-range ballistic missiles and short-range battlefield rockets. The Long-Range Anti-Ship Missile, or LAR-SHM, is developed for the Indian Navy and Air Force to destroy enemy warships from great distances. It can be launched from aircrafts or ships and travels at supersonic speed. With its ability to fly low over the sea and change direction in flight, it is extremely difficult for enemy defenses to stop. The LAR-SHM ensures India's control and protection over its maritime zones. Finally, the AMCA is India's upcoming fifth-generation stealth fighter, currently under development. It is being designed to compete with top-class jets like the American F-35 or the Chinese J-20. The AMCA will feature stealth technology, advanced radar, internal weapon bays, and high maneuverability. Once ready, it will mark India's entry into the elite group of nations capable of building fifth-generation aircraft. For training and preparation, India uses modern trainer aircraft, allowing pilots to gain experience on jets that simulate real combat conditions. Helicopters form about 29% of the fleet and are essential for transport, reconnaissance, and combat missions. This mix ensures the Air Force is not only powerful but flexible, capable of responding to different threats.